Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today's lesson is on tafkhim and tarqiq. Okay, these words here, tafkhim and tarqiq, regard making something, I guess you could say, fattened or thickened or strengthened, and tarqiq is making something thin or soft or gentle. Okay, so this tafkhim and tarqiq applies to two letters, alif and ra. Okay, it applies to two letters. And what makes something mufakham, thickened or strengthened, okay, all depends on the letters that precede it. Okay? So if these letters right here precede the alif, okay, we're talking only about the alif right now, then the alif will be made mufakham, or fattened, or thickened, okay? And they are khussa daghtin qid, okay? Kha, sad, dad, ghain, ta, qaf, dha. And you could tell that these letters are thick in their nature. Like, they're not easy to say. Actually, you could say that none of them exist in the English language, right? Kha, sad does not exist in the English language. Dad, ghain, ta, qaf, and dha. Okay? None of them exist in the English language. So, for this reason, you're going to have the mufakham alif. And this example is ad-dallin. Okay? Remember we said earlier that the alif can be pronounced like father or like dad. Mufakham is like father. Mufakham. Ah. And muraqqaq is ah. Okay? Like Allah, that's mufakham. The alif there is mufakham. Ad-dallin. Okay? Qamus, which means dictionary for the qaf. Okay? Ghalibun. Like in Andalusia, you see all over the walls, it says La ghaliba illallah. Okay, Gha. Now, let's take the opposite. Any letter besides these, 1, 2, 5, 7 letters, okay, then the alif is muraqqaq. Okay, muraqqaq. Here you have the alif is muraqqaq. If the alif is followed by any of the other letters, these are called huruf al-isti'la. These 7 letters that you're going to memorize by saying khussa daghtin qid. So any other letter, it's muraqqaq, like in dad. Here you say ma. Okay. Ma. Right. Samih, samah. Okay. Dawood. Okay. It's like Prophet Dawood. Sulayman. Okay. Musa. All muraqqaq. So versus is very important to know. Now let's look at it in the next surah that we're due to read. We have here Surah Al-Sharh, which, if there's such a thing as someone's favorite surah, then this is definitely my favorite surah, for the simple reason that Surah Al-Sharh is the surah that you recite when you're in need of something and you're in a jam. When you're in a jam, your surah becomes Surah Al-Sharh. Okay? And Al-Sharh means the opening up, okay, of the chest, or of the heart, or of any situation, right? Of any situation, okay? In sharah, so it's opened up, okay? And it usually, though, is referred to the heart. So here we have alam. Remember earlier I said the alif, if you put the alif with a hamza and a fatha in front of any word, it turns it into a question. So lam is a word of negation. So lam nashrah laka sadrak is we did not open your heart, okay? Expand your chest. Alam makes it a question. Did we not expand your chest? Okay. Did we not expand your chest? And when we say the phrase in Arabic, expand your chest, it refers to your heart turns towards something. That means your heart inclines towards something. That's one of the implications of that expression. And here you have one of the huruf of what? Hams. Alam nashrah. 2 right here. Alam nashrah. So you don't want to say it in such a way that they don't are pronounced. So you say alam nashrah laka sadraka. And here what do we have? Qalqala sughra. The lesser qalqala. Why is it lesser? Because it's in the middle of the word. Sadraka. Wa wada'na anka. This is ikhfa, which we haven't got to yet. Wizraka. Here's huruf of what? Huruf al tasfir. This is actually a good lesson from review from last week, or last lesson, because we just talked about huruf al-hams, qalqala and tasfir, and here you have 2 hams right here, qalqala here, and tasfir right here, wizraka. Okay, wizraka. وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِزْرَكَ. And anything of harm or wrong, Allah has protected the Prophet from doing. Okay, we know that one time the Prophet ﷺ was invited to a party. Allah knew that there was wrongdoing in this party. Okay, Prophet ﷺ didn't know, and Allah caused him to fall asleep and miss the party. الَّذِي أَنْقَضَ ظَهْرَكَ. الَّذِي, you should know this one. The one whom أَنْقَضَ ظَهْرَكَ. He saved your back. In other words, saved you from being crushed by a problem or something. This refers to all of us. And you see here this tilde here, and I'm expanding it. الَّذِي أَنْقَضَ ظَهْرَكَ. This is med, and that's going to be one of the future lessons. The mudud. The mudud is when you prolong vowels. Ya, waw, and alif. وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ. And we raised your remembrance. وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ. We raised your remembrance. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Okay. Now you notice we said yusra, whereas خُصَّ ضَغْطٍ قِذ, none of those letters, so the ra provides an exception to that. I didn't mention that, but the ra provides an exception. Let's actually look at the alifs here. Here, رَفَعْنَا, not رَفَعْنَا, رَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرًا. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. فَإِذَا, here, it's not one of حروف الاستعلاء. So you ask yourself, is it خُصَّ ضَغْطٍ قِذ? The answer is no. Okay. فَإِذَا فرغت فانصب. فانصب. You can't say فانصب. فانصب. Okay. وإلى. Lam is not حروف الاستعلاء. It's not one of them. So the alif here is, the dagger alif is muraqqab. إلى, not إلى. إلى. This is one of the things actually the Persians, if you ever hear a Persian accent, they almost don't have alif muraqqaba. The Persian accent, which is such a beautiful language. If you ever heard Persian being spoken, right, like in poetry especially, but they do not have alif muraqqaqa, or at least I could say that when I hear them speaking Arabic, their main accent point is the tafkhim of the alif muraqqaqa. Ila, right? You hear that from them. Rabbika farghab. Farghab. Okay? And the same thing applies to the fatha. The fatha is a small alif. So we don't say farghab. No. This is the Egyptians. Farghab. No. It's farghab. Okay? Farghab. Okay. So for example, Egyptians would say Khalid. Ya Khalid. No, I don't think so. Right? That's their accent. That's fine. You could talk like that. But if it's going to be, for example, you're going to give a khutbah, you're not going to say وَجَاءَ خَالِدْ ibn al-Walid. No. Khalid ibn al-Walid. Right? Khalid. Okay. So let's go back and look for the fathas now. Alam nash na. Lam na na. Muraqqaqa. Rah. Okay, we told you that the one exception that we haven't gotten to is the ra, which can be mufaqqah. Okay, see, the reason it's differed upon is that it's the Hafs gives it tafkhim in most cases. Okay. Sad, sa is one of the huruf al-isti'la. Ra. Okay, sad, rak. Sad, ra, ka. Not huruf al-isti'la, so it's ka. Wa, ba, na, a. Ka. Ra, ka. Right? You gotta follow the mouse. If you're listening to this just on audio, it's not gonna make sense. Alladhi. Alright? Lam is not huruf al-isti'la from huruf al-isti'la. And qa, da. This is a good example right here. Two huruf al-isti'la. Qa, da. And qa, da. And dha. Three in a row. Dha. Okay? Not dhahrak, dha. Ra, ka. Wa ra, fa'. See, you're not gonna say rafa'na. Rafa'na, no. Rafa'na. Okay? If you're Egyptian, you say rafa'na. No. You give tafkhim where it doesn't belong, and you give tarqiq where it doesn't belong. And that's what Ammiya is, dialect. And really, actually, no, I shouldn't say dialect. It's colloquial. It's, I can't say it's a dialect because dialects are correct. You can recite the Quran with dialect. Allah says the Quran was revealed in all in the 7 dialects, which many of the scholars say it means all the dialects of the Arabs. Not all dialects are correct. Dialect is not the right word. Okay, rather broken Arabic. Okay, destroyed. Okay, battered Arabic is more like a better description. So what you see, I'm picking on the Egyptians because I'm one of them, and that's okay. But if you go to the Moroccans, I don't even know if that's Arabic anymore. So just so the Egyptian people don't think I'm picking on them, all right? So we're going to equally spread the picking on to everyone. You go to Morocco, you don't even know what language they're speaking. That's the first thing. Okay. So Amazigh with Spanish, with French, with Arabic, that's butchered. So you have to note that. Why am I saying this? Just to make fun of people? No. So you know that spoken Arabic today is completely different. It's almost another language, almost. I would say 30% another language than textual, academic, and Quranic Arabic. Okay? So if you would ask an Egyptian, for example, say, Rafa'na. No. That's fine. You could talk like that, but you can't recite like that. Rafa'na laka dhikraka. Okay. فإن مع both ترقيق العسر يسرا. إن مع العسر يسرا. So don't worry, we're going to cover the ra because it has its own rules of when it's مفخم and when it's not. فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. So you get the idea. تفخيم and ترقيق. Alright. And let's show you this image again. This is what you got to know. خُصَّ ضغط قِض, and the ra is an exception, which I will mention it in the future where ra is the exception. All right. Assalamu alaikum.